So hello everyone, welcome to MRU E-Learning powered by Malla Reddy University. So my name is Srikanth Dasari. I work as an assistant professor in CS department. So today we are going to look into the introduction to Java program, a overall bird's eye view. So let us dive into it. So Java is considered as a general purpose high level programming language. So that's what we have here in our slide here, general purpose high level programming language. It is object oriented. So Java evolved mainly from C++. It has taken C++ has been evolved from C programming language. The C language has been created in the year 1972 and around. And C++ has evolved in the year 1983. So, and Java has evolved in the year 1996. Okay, the first version of JDK 1.0 has been evolved here in 1996. So you can see the obvious difference. So it has been almost 30 years Java has been in the industry. But running Java, there are many advantages. Like a student can become an Android developer. So if you want to become an Android developer, so he need to have the advantage of Java, running Java here. And also you can go to the game world developer, or you can download web applications using the advanced Java technologies like JSP, Service, and Springs and Hibernate and everything. So the Java works on the main principle known as WORA, so which is write once and run anywhere. So previous older languages like C or C++ have been portable and they have their own advantages, but they are not. If you develop applications for one specific architecture, in older languages like C or C++, it is only confined to that specific hardware environment. But Java, that problem is not there because of the JVM. So what we have here, Java Virtual Machine. So the execution of the program in Java is a two-step process. The first step is compiled into a bytecode, the compiler, and then it is given to the JVM. So whatever the source program you are writing here, Java source code. So Java source code is given to the compiler. So here we have the compiler of the Java, and whatever the bytecode is given to the JVM here. So whatever the first Java code you are writing, whatever the code you are writing, it is given to the compiler, and the compiler will the output of the compiler will be the bytecode, and that bytecode is run by the JVM, the Java Virtual Machine. Okay, so this Java Virtual Machine, whenever you are downloading the Java from the Oracle website, they will give you for either Windows or Mac OS or Linux. So this JVM is not platform independent; it is platform dependent only. So whenever you are downloading the Java from the Oracle website, you can, if you are having the Windows version, so you will get the Windows version of the JVM. And if you have the Linux version, in the world there are three major platforms. One is Windows, and one is Linux, and one is Mac OS from Apple. So Java is available in all the platforms. It is a cross-platform programming language, which is multi-paradigm. The functional language support is also there in Java in the recent times. So automatic garbage collection. The problem with so I'm comparing every time with C or C++. The main problem with C or C++ is the memory leak problem, because in C or C++ there is a concept called pointers. So if the students want to better understand what are the advantages of Java, suppose they need to have an idea of C or C++ programming languages. Like Python is a different world. It is also somewhat not as similar to, the syntax is very similar to C or C++ here. So pointers concept, what they are doing is they are allocating the memory using new or delete in C++. If they don't delete explicitly, the memory will be wasted, and it can lead to the memory leaks and so various lot of problems, running out of memory and segmentation fault and everything, OS related issues might occur. So that problem we don't have in Java because it is automatically the garbage collected. So the user or developer need not worry about the memory is being used. In today's world, anyway, we have memory is not that problem because the minimum default configuration is for 16 GB. So in the olden days, the memory is very essential to them. So hardly they used to have some 256 MB or mostly 512 MB or less than 1 GB only. So nowadays we have the systems are well equipped. If you go to MacBooks or whatever it is, they have at least 32 GB of memory here. So that is the case with the introductory part. So let's move to the next slide. The design goals or buzzwords of Java we have here, very simple, object-oriented, and familiar to the C or C++ syntax here. The makers of Java, James Gosling, so when he created the JDK with his teams, he wanted to keep the syntax similar to C or C++, so that because by the time I said you, 1983 C++ came outside, and C is already there from 1972. So people are very well versed with these two programming languages. So if the syntax is very new, since they might find it difficult, so that is the reason the most of syntax is from C or C++ only. If you observe like whatever the core programming language structures like loops and everything are same in a way. So Java has its own advantages. So robust and secure, because any environment Java can fit. That is the meaning of this robust thing here. The security is today the most concerning thing about the developers, because we are living in the world of AI and generative AI, where our data is freely available, and the applications which we are developing using the Java are one of the most highly secured applications that we can achieve through Java by selecting Java as our core language. So architecturally neutral and portable. Architecturally neutral means, as we said about, as I have seen about JVM in the last slide, the JVM is platform dependent, but Java is overall it is platform independent. So it does not bother about any architecture, whether you are x86, which is 32-bit here. So it is normal running in today's world, maybe in the legacy systems. And we have x64 architecture, which is 64-bit. So this is mainly used here. Tomorrow maybe different architectures, and Solaris has their own architectures, and whatever the architecture you are in, or whatever the platform, the operating system, and Java runs smoothly. Once you have provided you have the JVM installed, you need not bother about the architecture and the platform. The high performance, very high performance means here the execution time is very less. The comparison and execution, a lot of time saves for the user. If we can take a practical application of this, like if you're developing an application or app or Android app or desktop app or web app or whatever it is, mostly the rolling time will be 2 seconds. If the user does not get the content, or the content is not loaded within 2 seconds, it means that our performance is very low. So automatically the app, the ratings of the app and everything might go down. Another feature of Java is interpreted. Okay, so what do you mean by interpreted means? In Java, the execution of the program is two-step process. The first step is whatever the code we are writing, we are giving to the compiler, and the compiler gives you the bytecode, and that bytecode is executed, interpreted line by line. So intercompilation means all the program will be run once, and interpretation means the JVM will interpret the bytecode line by line. And threaded, and Java has the concept of multithreading here. So multithreading is taken from the C++. So multithreading is taken from the C++. Because you can run multiple threads parallelly in your system. A process has multiple threads here. So OS level of knowledge also helps us here. So likewise, if we take a real world example here, so obviously in our systems we have C drive, D drive, and E drive, and so on. So most of the time, the hard disk is partitioned into 3 different drives here. So if you want to develop a simple application or desktop app, so if you want to search a file, a text file, so if C drive takes 1 hour, and D drive takes 1 hour, and E drive takes 1 hour, and overall the time of the application to run is 3 hours there. So what we can do is, by using a threaded multi-thread environment, we can parallelly run 3 threads simultaneously and we can parallelly execute the search process in all the three layers simultaneously, and within 1 hour we can complete the application. So just I'm taking an hour as a layman example. In the real world, it's about all about nanoseconds and everything because of the computing power and the processor we have in these days. So move to the next slide here. So this history a bit here. Java was created in the year 1991. The initial the development stage has begun here. James Coslings and his own team. The initial name given was Oak. The first version released was Java 1.0. Here they have given Java 1.0, but it is in reality it is JDK 1.0. Right now the current running version of Java is Java SE 25, which is released in September 2025. And what the Java team are doing is now the Oracle is taking care in 2010. Starting from 2010, the Oracle Corporation has acquired a Sun Microsystem, which is the parent company of Java back then. So JDK Java SE 25. If anyone is asking you in which version of Java you are using, you suppose the current version here is we need to suppose that is Java SE 25, which is released in September 2025. And every 6 months they are updating the versions of the Java. That is taken care by Oracle. So whatever the new features evolve in Python or any other languages, they take it and how far they can integrate into the language. So they will try and integrate that, and every 6 months they used to release every newer version. So this is the case with it. And starting from 2007 onwards, it is running on GPL license. GNU open source thing is Java is open source programming language, and the world has two different open source and closed source. So most of the time the Microsoft products and everything are closed source, and Java JDK is open source, so user can freely download the source and you can make whatever the changes you wanted to it. So next. So editions are different. Just now in the previous version we have the previous slide we have seen about the Java versions. Editions are different. So we have three main editions: Java SE, Java E, and Java ME micro edition. So Java SE, just as I said you, so whatever the rest of applications and everything are developed using the Java SE only. SE here means the standard edition. S means the standard edition here. So Java SE 25 is the latest current version of Java here. So E is enterprise editions, enterprise level applications like it is used in the banking sector. Or whatever it is, so banking sector or whatever it is, the enterprise level sector applications are all using Java E. So Java ME means micro edition. So it is for mobile applications or smaller devices, portable devices can be developed using Java. So most of the time nowadays the Android applications are very raised here. So Java is the base language for Android. Okay, so Java is the base language for Android. So if you have the knowledge of core Java, standard edition, so you can become a good Android developer. And also, the knowledge of Java will help you in having knowledge of JVM-based languages. So what we call is, in the world we have so many JVM-based languages like Scala, which is used in big data applications like Hadoop and Spark and everything. You can the Scala is also 100%. It is dependent upon Java only. So having the Java knowledge will help you to become a big data developer also. So let's move to the next slide here. So Java and bytecode JVM and bytecode execution. So as we have said in the previous slide, so first Java code is compiled into the bytecode, and the JVM comes into picture. So over here is when you are downloading Java means you are downloading the JDK. So the components of JDK are JVM and JRE, Java Runtime Environment. So runtime environment, JVM is a component of runtime environment. So here two things are there. So as a developer, we need to have this JDK thing here as installed. But whoever the user or client you are giving the application, they need not have this JDK. They just, if they have this Java runtime environment, it is enough for them to run the Java applications. So user clients, whoever you are, whatever the application you are developing, the desktop application or web application, to run that thing, they don't need JDK here. The JRE is just enough. This enables the platform independence here because of the JVM, as we have discussed earlier. when you are downloading Java, you are specifically downloading for Windows or Linux or Mac OS platforms. So there, through that, because of that JVM, you can achieve the platform independence, write constant, run anywhere. So further improvements are just-in-time comparison, which improves the performance. So Hotspot is Oracle's default JVM, advanced optimizations. So Hotspot from Oracle Corporation. Now Oracle is taking care of Java, starting from 2010. So automatic memory management, here the garbage collector. One of the key features why Java is so successful, it is around designed in the year 1995, and today we are in 2026, 31 years. The scenario is existing means, so one feature if you can tell is garbage collection. So because of user need not worry about the memory related problems, the older languages like C or C++ has this malloc, as we have said. In C we use malloc and free. So there the problem comes because of the pointers and everything. So Java 9 version, the garbage first GC has been introduced in the Java 9 version. The optimized versions are also in Java 11. And I forgot to tell one thing, LTS is there. So when you are using Java 11, 17 and 21 are considered as LTS, which means a long-term support. So there are so many versions starting from JDK 1.0 in 1996. So right now we are in Java SE 25. We are in Java SE 25. So many versions came, but so if you want to be safer, so always try to use Java 11, 17 or 21 versions when you are downloading from Oracle website, because long-term support is available, which is not in the case for other Java versions. So go to the next slide here. The syntax features, as we have discussed earlier, the Java is mainly based on C or C++. Okay, so here the main difference is in C++, so we write code something like this, int main, and whatever the statements you have, and then the ending you have the return 0. Okay, so the main is independent of the class here, is your C++. But that is not the case with Java. So Java is considered as somewhat purely object-oriented. So everything, whatever you write, in C++, this is the case here, the class will be outside, and the main is outside, and the main is not connected to any class here, but in Java that is not the case. We will look at the simple hello world example in the coming slides here. So multiple inheritance has been removed in Java. Because it is only possible with interfaces, but not with classes. Because in C++ there is a problem called ambiguity. So if there is a class A and class B here, so if you are deriving a class from both the classes, which is class C, so if it has a variable, let us think that int x also here, and int x is also here. So this derived class, this tailed class will get confused to take which path. So which x variable, both are coming here, are inherited to this class, and this problem is known as ambiguity. In C++, they have solved it through virtual classes, so virtual classes and virtual functions. But that is not, due to this problem in Java, they have removed this inheritance, multiple inheritance with respect to classes here in Java. And also no operator overloading in Java. In C++, when we are coming from C or C++ background, most of the students, operator overloading concept is there, which means that you can make the operators work with objects also. So normally the arithmetic operators or binary operators or unary operators or ternary operators are meant to work with only the normal variables like A or B or so whatever declared with the integer, int A or something like this. But if you want to make the operators work with objects also, so we can use the concept of operator overloading, which is very popular in C++. But Java, they have removed it. But the only operator which is overloaded in Java is plus. It's plus operator. Because in string concatenation, so when it comes to string concatenation, we use plus in Java, and also the plus operator is used as arithmetic addition. That is the only operator which is overloaded in Java. Okay. So next, primitive types. So Java has 100%. It is not considered as purely object oriented, because it has primitive types like integer, double, boolean. So in Java total we have 8 data types. Just I'm writing it here. The first one is byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, and boolean. Okay, so these are the 8 data types in Java. So also we have wrapper classes. So these data types are also wrapped into an object, so that we have so a lot of methods. If we keep a dot here, so we can make that the byte becomes a wrapper class here, and we have so many methods to work with. So in Java. So next we are looking at a traditional example, a hello world example, which is the case for most of the programming languages, C or C++ or Python or whatever it is. So if you observe here, so we have a public keyword, and we have a class and hello world. Hello world is a class name here. It is a class name which is obviously a noun, here, and we have the system.out.println because the main public static void main we have to write in Java in this case only. And we have, if you are coming from C or C++ background, we have cout statement there in C++, and C we have printf function we have. Cout is an object in C++, C we have functions, printf function. But Java we have to write system.out.println because system is a class, out is an object, println is a method here. Okay, so this is the case here. If you observe here, the main is not left around freely. It is kept inside a class. And if you want to run that class, you need to have 2 commands here, which is Java C, and the name of the class is hello world.java. So, and next time, if you want to execute that class, you need to say Java hello world. So remember that the boot convention in Java is, so classes are always used in the capital letter. Okay, and the good convention to follow is the next consecutive word of every next consecutive word is always capitalized, which is known as camel case. A simplified version in Java 25 because it's the most recent advancement. Like if someone like in C or C++, we can following the C or C++ syntax, we can write like this also. So if we go over here, Java has its own presence in server-side technologies or web technologies like service and JSP. So if you are coming from Microsoft background, you have ASP.NET technologies, and if you are coming from PHP, so we also have PHP server-side. So the counterpart for these 2 technologies is JSP technologies and service technologies here. So JAX, RS, and RESTful API services and web services are also there. And Swing and JavaFX are developed using are used to develop the GUI applications. So GUI applications or desktop applications are standalone applications like your calculator or MS Paint or whatever the most of desktop applications we are using here, application software, are all using the Swings and JavaFX technologies. FX is a bit latest one here. Swings is a bit the legacy kind of applications in today's world. So next again, the major versions, so whatever just we have listing here, 1.0, JDK as I said previously. So 1.2 onwards, they are calling it J2SC, and Java 5.0 from 2004 onwards. So generics has been added here, so just they are giving whatever the topics, whatever the new features have been added here. So then we have 2014 we have Java 8. The Java 8 is the major version, updated version in Java 8 in recent times, which is in Java 11 in 2018. And 2021 we have Java 17, and 23 we have Java 21. The current version, as I said in the previous slide, Java 25. Here it has given Java 25, but it is actually Java SC 25. The current version, if you are talking like an engineer or like a layman, you need to say Java SC 25. Never say Java 25. Okay. So the next one. So my most widely used LTS supported version is Java 8. The 11 is also enterprise and API. Key APIs are stabilized here. So as I said in the previous slide, the big data, we are using big data, Hadoop, Spark, and various technologies. So every version demands, for example, if you are using Hadoop, it demands Java 8. So because how do we develop sort of the core libraries and whatever everything, it's supposed most of them Java 8 only. So every version has its own advantages. Java 21, 2023, virtual threads and pattern matching and everything. Java 25, the latest version with most modern features. Including the name also has been changed here, as you have seen in the previous slide. The class libraries. So Java has, if you want to develop applications, networking applications or IO applications or socket programming or whatever it is, Java has full-fledged support of core libraries you can have. And also data structures like connections, a lot of data structures are there. So if you want to implement a double linked list, a single linked list, a certain linked list or whatever it is, so readily available connection classes are there in Java. And also database connectivity, we have JDBC database connectivity. 4 tiers are there. Java has a good presence in database also. If you go to the MySQL or whatever the world, MySQL or Oracle or whatever it is, so every database gives you an API. So integrate your database with Java programming language and Java applications. And also parsing the XML files. The XML is a standard way of talking between the two machines in the internet world. So if you want to parse XML files and you can write a program using the various core libraries or classes, you can import and directly develop applications to parse XML files. As we have seen, Java is highly secured and internationalization support is also there for Java, which means that the character set in Java is placed on Unicode. So if you observe the char data type in Java, which is 2 byte in size, and it supports up to 0 to 65,535 characters, which is internationalization. So provided you have the Unicode of any character, likewise we have some Chinese characters, something like this. And if you have the Unicode of this, in Telugu we have R to Bandera or something. And if you have the Unicode value of this character provided, that fonts are installed in your operating system. So automatically you can have the international language support here. So move to the next slide. Generics. In C++ we have a concept called templates here. So because making one function work with so many functions, many data types. So generics concept has introduced in Java 5.0, which is taken from C++. So eliminates explicit typecasting and prevents a class cache exception and runtime errors and everything. Flexible and reusable code. The main advantage of generic, like we have the generic versus the outside world, taken from outside world. In the programming world, so everything is inspired from outside world only. So whatever it inspires from either from other languages or from outside world, they just try to integrate themselves into their language. So beyond the Java platform, as we have discussed earlier, beyond the Java platform, the Java's presence is there in Android development, and also so many disputes are also there because Google lawsuit and everything using the Oracle. So mainly keep in your mind that JVM-based languages has its own advantage, like in big data technologies and Hadoop and everything, Spark and everything, and the web-based environments or web applications or desktop applications or mobile Android applications and everywhere. So Kotlin is a new language which is entirely based on Java only. So if you have the knowledge of Java, you can understand Kotlin. And if you have the knowledge of Java, you can understand Scala. Scala is used in Apache Spark, which is a big data technologies. Major companies like Facebook and Twitter, they have a huge and lot of information. Sometimes not just in GBs, it is terabytes or petabytes or whatever it is. So they have millions of tweets coming there and millions of comments are coming there. They want to perform some analytics. Big data analytics, we have some subject there. So if you want to perform that big data analytics, so you need to go to the Apache Spark technology, which is based on the underlying language of the Apache Spark is Scala, and the Scala is entirely based on JVM and Java only. So this is the case here. So OpenJDK, the official implementations of Java are OpenJDK, Oracle JDK, OpenJDK, and Gravel JVM. So both of them we use on Oracle JDK only. So whenever we are going into the website, So whenever you are going to the website, you first, if you are downloading Java SC25, means you are downloading Oracle JDK only. So Oracle is now the current parent and caretaker of Java here. So performance improvements starting from 1996, JIT has been installed, implemented in Java, just-in-time compiler. And 2000, starting from 2000, we have Hotspot became the Sun's default JVM, and concurrent execution, and which has been introduced in Java 5 plus versions, starting from Java 5. So modern Java is near native performance for most of the workloads. So native here means the processor, which while interacting with the processor, many people think that Java is slow, but the modern implementations, it meant a near native performance for most of the workloads here. The common criticism, verbose syntax compared to modern languages, the syntax is a little bit based on older languages like C or C++. Generic implementations are also not that good as C++ maybe when compared to the handling assigned numbers and floating point operations, and security vulnerabilities in Hotspot, and Java persistence API in complexity and boilerplate. Okay, so every language has its own criticism. C++ has its own drawbacks, and C has its own drawback. Likewise, Java also we have some of the drawbacks here. The core strengths of Java. So it is write once and run anywhere. A true platform independence, that is the single most. If you want to define Java in one word, so which is WORA, write once and run anywhere. The mature ecosystem, so vast libraries and framework support is there. So enterprise ready, robust and scalable, a highly scalable language. So memory safety is there because of the automatic garbage collection and everything, and backward compatibility of the legacy code on modern JVM. So even though you have applications, modern applications can be based on backward compatibility of the code is there here. So modern Java features. So what are the new features have been added in Java 8, like Lambda expressions, streams, and functional programming and everything. So starting from Java 11, you have local variables and type interface and var keyword. Var keyword is very, so people used to try the data type being float and all, gone are those days. So directly you can create the object or a variable with a var keyword here, which has taken from other languages like PHP or whatever it is. So Java 14 plus has the records for immutable data classes, and 17 has scaled classes and pattern matching. Pattern matching means your regular expressions and support is also well versed here. And 21 has virtual threads and lightweight concurrency. But threads are the more threads you have, the more the performance improves. Java industry, then the learning Java according to GitHub, which is a source code repository, a hosting website. The third most popular language, maybe number one is Python or something is. So predominant in enterprise world, even though in today's world also 30% of the Google's code is entirely in Java only. Or one of the major giant web applications or platforms use Java. So banking industry, most of the time relies on Java because of its healthcare systems and everything, and also healthcare system because of its security. So Java runs on millions of devices, roughly low adoption, declared but still industry standard. Okay, so maybe people think that Java, 30 years, as I said it has been in the industry for 30 years now, 1995 to 2006, 31 years almost. Still it is dominating. So my suggestion for the students is, so kindly go for certifications like NPTEL or the Oracle Java certifications. So Oracle Java certifications like OCJP, so Oracle Certified Java Programmer. So there are 2-3 levels there. The companies, whenever they are hiring the people, the more certifications they have the better chances for getting recruited. So 30 years of impact, revolutionary from write once and run anywhere. So continuously evolving with modern features and maintaining the backward compatibility. So with this, I like to conclude my lecture on Java programming and bird's eye view or overview of Java programming. So thank you very much.